So let me get right to the heart of Ukraine, if I could ask you. Is there any chance of a resolution in Ukraine matter anytime in the foreseeable future? Any possibility of a truce or some kind of agreement that you think could end this war in the next few months or so?
You never say never. There's always a chance. And we've been clear from the beginning that we would support a diplomatic solution that vindicated Ukraine's right to sovereignty and territorial integrity. But the odds of it in the next few months, I think, are quite low.
As we talk today, it's come out that President Putin will be meeting with President Xi Jinping, most likely somewhere in Europe, not too long from now. Was that a surprise to you? And what do you think they're going to be talking about?
Well, it's not a surprise. President Xi and President Putin have met frequently over the course of each of their tenure. And in fact, President Putin went to Beijing earlier this year and met in person with President Xi in February when they rolled out this new partnership between the two countries. So I think that they'll talk about the full range of issues in their relationship. But I would note two things. First, before President Xi goes to Uzbekistan to meet with President Putin on the sidelines of another summit, he's going to Kazakhstan. And Kazakhstan's a place where actually China and Russia compete for influence. So it's an indication that this is a relationship not without its complications. And then second, China has actually stood back from fully getting in behind the Russians when it comes to their war in Ukraine. We have not seen them provide large-scale support in terms of weapons or industrial-scale efforts to undermine Western sanctions. So from our perspective, this relationship is something that bears close watching, but again, is not without its complications.
As we talk, there are also reports that North Korea is selling weapons to Russia. Was that a surprise to the administration?
Well, what it indicates actually is that Russia doesn't have a lot of options. It appears to be running short of its own munitions. It looks around the world and doesn't find a lot of countries willing to sell it munitions. So it has to look to states like Iran and North Korea to get ammunition and other forms of weaponry to be able to sustain its conflict in Ukraine. This is not, in our view, a demonstration of strength by Russia.
Now, the negotiations with Iran to restore, if that's the right verb, the nuclear agreement is ongoing. It's been going for quite some time. Do you see any resolution of that in the near future?
Not in the coming days. The Iranians have come back with a set of counter proposals, which we are still taking a look at, but it doesn't suggest that an agreement is imminent right away. That being said, we do believe that there still is a pathway to a compliance for compliance return to the JCPOA. We will continue to work on that with our partners, particularly our European partners. And if Iran is prepared to do its part to get back into the JCPOA, we stand ready to do so.